What is going on, everyone? It's Kelly here, and my dad and I are here at the Peace River. Tomorrow we're gonna go fossiling for shark's teeth, which you guys have seen on the channel before. But our first night here, I'm gonna go ahead and set out some crawfish traps because you never know what you're gonna catch in these traps. And it's super cool to see and pull them the next morning because you never know what you're gonna get. You can get prawns, crawfish, eels, which freshwater eels are a thing in Florida. Not sure if we're gonna get them here, but you never know. So for the bait, I have some Friskies cat food that I got at Publix just because it's a little bit easier to go get than bait. So we got cat food, we got a trap, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pierce some holes in the top of the can. That way, I don't wanna open the can because then all the food's gonna just flush out in like 10 minutes. So we're gonna walk down here. So I like this spot right here just because there's a big branch in the water and some leaves and sticks, and
There's somebody else hunting there right now.
Oh yeah, there's a bird. Oh, that's like an ibis. Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, it's the same one. It's a white ibis with like polka dots. It's kind of cool. Holes just like that, but we're just gonna put this can of cat food, oh my god, look, it's like perfect right in there. And very important, make sure you close the trap door. So the way these traps work, I like to put them with the current because fish, anything is gonna go with the current. So if the current's running this way, I don't want to put the trap this way because then they're gonna be like, wait a minute, how do we get in? Put the trap with the current. That way they smell the bait, they'll walk up or swim from down current, go into the cone here, and once they go into the cone, it's really hard for them to get out because they'll have to be like an acrobat to try to climb up and out of that cone.
Yeah, you have to swim backwards.
Yeah, so I mean, they're crawfish traps, but you never know. I have some paracord just tied to the part of the trap here, and we're just gonna tie it onto a branch. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck it under this fallen tree in the water right here. So that shouldn't go anywhere. The river is super shallow right now, which is that's when you want to fossil the river, just because you can get in knee or waist deep and do some sifting in the gravel for the shark's teeth. The only thing I worry about is people stealing these traps because my paracord is bright orange, half the trap is orange, and this is a public place, so we're gonna hope they don't get stolen. But it is a weekday and spring break's over with, so hopefully we'll be in the clear. Spot number 2. This is a cool looking spot right here. I'm excited about this spot. Here we go. That's gonna fall over. All right, we're gonna make our way over the trees. So right now is our dry season in Florida, I guess you'd say. So the river's super low, like I said earlier. And then during like summertime and fall, the water level will be probably up to like the base of that tree. We're actually gonna get our sifters and try right around this area. When you fossil, you want to hit gravelly areas for the fossils. All right, I'm gonna put it right in front of this mess right here. All right, let's go find our spot for trap number 3. Oh, that sucked.
Give it to me.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it now. All right.
Oh, one more time. Oh, too much.
Not good enough. knife to do that with.
Yeah, it's a heavy handle. It went in, but it hit a root.
I think because the handle, well, no, the blade's heavier.
Hit a root.
There we
Whoa.
go. All right, 7th time's a charm. Hold on, let me leave my keys.
It walks off. Is that your tilapia? No.
Oh, so there's a big old Placo right there. See him laying there? I can probably catch this one. Hold on.
I knew it.
Let me try. So deep. It was a little deeper than I thought. Oh, that current's strong. Oh boy. The current wants to push you off the tree. FYI, there are lots of gators here. But the water's pretty shallow, so you can see where you're going. I just don't want to step off and then sink. Alright, we're good. Look at all the Placos! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What'd you say?
Swimming up the little rapids there.
Yeah, they are. Where do I want to go? I kind of want to go over there. I guarantee I'm going to find a shark tooth on this beach right now.
Is it gravelly?
Oh, there. Yeah, look.
How do I turn your video off?
It's literally what we want. That's hilarious. Huh? Oh, my dad's trying to figure out how to use an iPhone. Look at this. Dude, if I find a shark's tooth right here, that'd be so sick. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna look there in a minute. All right, let's set this trap.
Okay. So when you say that's the 3rd trap, you check them in the morning, record it with yours.
So I just set the 3rd trap over there, walked back across to this beach right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and scan this beach. We might even go get the sifter out of the truck because this is exactly what we're looking for when it comes to finding fossils here in the Peace River. Now, this spot is probably picked through fairly well, but finding fossils and shark's teeth is kind of like a needle in a haystack, so we'll see. So we already made like 3 sifts and found what, like 5 or 6 little shark's teeth immediately, which is pretty cool. A bunch of little bone fragments.
Lots of bone fragments.
That's wood. Yeah, literally in one pull I pulled up like 4 little shark's teeth, which was pretty cool.
Bone fragment.
Oh, that's a tiger shark. That's a nice, it has like a blue and a beige tint to it. That's a tiger shark tooth right there. That's a good one. Put that in your pocket, keep it safe. Literally, I can't believe we just found like another stingray mouth fossil piece.
Big bone fragment.
Bone fragment. Dang. It's just crazy to think that we could be literally like 4 feet on top of like a huge megalodon tooth and just not even know it. Oh, what is this? Nothing. Actually, I don't know what that is. That's it. Dump it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We are back at our cabin that we'll be staying at for the next couple nights, and we just emptied our pockets and laid out all of our fossils, and we did very well for just going literally right off the bank here at where we're staying. Check this out. Let me use a flashlight on my phone. We have a bunch of pieces of what looks like a fossilized sand dollar. We have a bunch of teeth. which my favorite one is right there. This tiger that we pulled up. This one could have been a really nice one too. But unfortunately over time they do break. Oh yeah, this like snaggletooth looking one. Maybe a mako, not too sure. There's a long one right there too, and a long one there. And then these are all what, like the little plates to the stingray?
Yeah, the mouth plates.
Mouth plates. There's honestly, we probably left like 100 of these in the river. And then over here we have a bunch of bone fragments. That's a really big bone fragment right there. Some what scoots to some turtle shells. Oh, where's that cool looking nut thing? Oh, here it is. So this looks, put the light on this one. It looks like a nut. It looks like a walnut, but it's not a walnut. But some type of casing to a nut or fruit.
Yeah, fruit maybe.
But it's fossilized, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, good stuff. I didn't think we were gonna do this well. Oh, that's a pretty turtle one. You could see the, what's it called? The
scoots.
The definition. I was gonna say description. The definition of the scoots right there. Pretty. All right, you guys. Well, this isn't technically a fossiling video. This is a crawfish trap video. So if y'all want to see a cool fossiling video, check out the video after this one, where we're gonna be fossiling in Peace River here in Florida. But right now, we're gonna relax, and we will see you guys in the morning to pull the traps. Hopefully we get something. At least one prawn. I think we're gonna get a few prawns and maybe some random cool surprise. But you never know. Good morning. It's the following morning out here, and we're gonna check trap number 1 that I set out last evening. Is it still there? I see it. All right, trap 1 is still there. Oh gosh, barefoot. Yes, I don't see anything in trap number 1. It's so peaceful right now. Just listening to the water run through the wood and the branches. And then there's somebody mowing the lawn back there. Nothing. Dang. Well, the trapping for prawns and crawfish and critters ain't going too well. This one was tucked in there. Oh, a fish! I got a catfish! Oh, how cool is that? Nice. Is that a walking catfish? That's a walking catfish, I'm pretty sure. How cool. Oh my gosh. All that work for a catfish. No prawns. Huh. How cool is that? So, well, I set 3 traps, and unfortunately did not do as well as I thought I would, but I did learn something, that the bigger bodies of water, I think you need to, if you want to catch anything like crawfish related, I can't see where I'm going here. You gotta stuff the traps with bait and maybe leave them out. Ooh, don't hit my finger. And maybe leave them out for like multiple nights. Just because it is such a big area of water. Because I'm, like I said, I'm used to setting the traps in like little ditches and creeks, and like all the shrimp and prawns and crawfish just crawl around at night, and they fill up the trap. So definitely learned something, so that's cool. And I did catch something. Not the target species, but pretty cool to pull up a trap and there's something flopping in it. So we're actually gonna hit this area by camp one more time before we leave, because I just found 2 shark's teeth, possible a fossilized horse tooth. It could be a bone or a wood piece of wood fragment, turtle scoot just by looking in the water, just right here. So my dad went to go get the sifter and the shovel from the back of the truck. We're gonna scoop here a few times before heading out to head back home, but I'm walking my new pet in the trap right now. So that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, apparently this trap video is just not going to plan. As I was walking my trap through the water, the catfish escaped and the water must have pushed him right out of that hole there. Well, that's one way to release the catfish. I'm pretty sure that was a walking catfish, which are super cool because they actually come out onto the banks here and they'll like walk along the bank, which is really just like scooting like this, and then go into other bodies of water. A lot of times in Florida, if it floods really bad, you'll see the walking catfish come out of the ponds and creeks and like walk across the road because it's flooded. So, well, that's that. The same thing happened to me with a freshwater eel. I went to put it back in the water to like not keep it out of the water, and then he was squiggling around and got out of the trap. Dang it. Oh well. Well, that was pretty cool. So we're gonna sift a few times and see what we can get. All right, Pops is back with the scoop shovel and the sifter. And this is what I just found on the surface, just looking down like this. 2 shark's teeth, a plate, some bone fragment, a turtle bone fragment from a shell thing. I thought that was a horse tooth, but I don't know, it's looking like a piece of wood.
Go down by an inch or two, but you seem to be doing good all week that way.
Chip of a tooth.
You're casting a shadow over it.
Wait. That's a nice tooth.
Oh, now we're talking.
Pretty nice tooth right there. All right, I got something interesting for you guys. In the comments below, let me know if I was to step on this, if it would hurt. I'm barefoot. Look at this thing right here. That is one spiky caterpillar. It's all black, and then there's like orange rings around each of the little inchworm body pieces. Yikes. I would 100%, if that was literally right here, I would have stepped on it. I feel like it would have hurt. All right, so we are gonna Google search a photo of this caterpillar. Giant leopard moth. What? It's just giving me a giant leopard moth. Oh, giant leopard moth. So it gives me the caterpillar there. The original pictures were these, which I've never even seen those in Florida, so I'm not too sure if that's what it is. Oh, a giant leopard moth native to Florida. They're found in Florida. What? That's crazy. I've never seen those. So it looks like it's the giant leopard moth caterpillar.
Not the woolly bear?
Nah, the woolly bear is similar. But then I click on one of these photos, that's what it is. But then there's some more that come up with the woolly bear, like the orange and black like that. So I don't know. I'm not a bug specialist, but it's a moth caterpillar. That's all I know for sure.
We're definitive on it being a caterpillar, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a caterpillar. But let me see. I didn't say anything about like, they're not necessarily poisonous to humans. However, these caterpillars have been feeding on a diet poisonous of plants. They can be deadly to dogs and other animals. Huh, interesting. So this was just from sifting a few times right out from where we're staying on Peace River. Nice little find. Decent teeth. this cool like piece of glass thing. Turtle scoots. Nice. Add to the collection from our complete day of fossiling. Heck yeah. That's a pretty good one. That's a snaggletooth right there. Well, this was pretty much just a trial and error, and randomly caught a catfish video in a trap. A little bit of fossiling and a little sneak peek of what the next video is about. So we're crossing the river now. We're gonna pack up and head back home. But thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, leave this video a thumbs up, and leave a positive comment below. We will see y'all next time. See ya.